Hello everybody, this is Serpent, and welcome back to another episode in the modded Let's Play. As you can see from the last episode to here, there's been a little bit of change up at the base here. It's still not pretty. Nah, that's not gonna come for a while, sorry about that. But I have done some stuff. I've gotten... oh good, I didn't trample anything. I've gotten some nice crops set up. All of them are thriving excellently, and I have collected some berry bushes. I think that was already done in the last episode actually, so nah. I have collected some cows. I would be lying if I said there were no casualties in getting them up here, but we'll not dwell on the past, shall we? Also, I have begun Tinker's Construct because I need some better tools. I've still got a wooden axe, for crying out loud. And I have also tried to make a Certus quartz pick. We'll see how that goes. I still don't mind it. I have made this stone gun and stone bullets, and that's actually coming out pretty well. Hold on. There we go. And I have this thing, an entity.testdummy.dummy.name. Just rolls off the tongue. And we can use this to test the DPS and damage of weapons. For example, this stone gun does 3 damage per shot and has a DPS of about 3.49. Lunchbox. Oh yeah, right. So instead of eating while we're up in our base, we can actually use a little bit of a sort of glitchy cheat sort of thing. It's not actually that bad though, because these cake things, anything with cake, won't actually be affected by Spice of Life. So that seems kind of overpowered at start, and then you realize that from all those slices, I got that tiny bar of saturation there. So the cakes are really bad food. So honestly, it's not... I'm probably not even going to want to use that. Anyway, moving on from that, chickens. I have a chicken up here. That's good because we need eggs for a lot of things. I also have made some of these cool candles. Take a look at this. If we hold on. The skeleton skull is gonna look way better. Give me that. And oh, well, sure, I'll wear that. But take a look at this. Look at that. So cool. Candle and a skeleton skull. Nice. You can do it with zombie heads and creeper heads too, but skeleton skull is the coolest. Now, apart from that, I haven't really done too much. I've gotten this knife and this compost crate, which you can use to turn food into bone meal, basically. And apart from that, this guy has moved in. I was just building the base here, and then he flew up from a cave or something, maybe over there, and he's stayed here ever since. Apparently he wants to be my assistant. I've talked to him a little. He has some good ideas, and I can also hire him for a couple days, and he'll follow me around and give me active good advice. What's that doing there? I'll chop it down with my wooden axe. Cannibalism. Is it cannibalism? I don't know. Anyway, so this guy is going to be helpful. He's going to help me out with anything I want. Let's see if I ask him who's handsomer, the test dummy or me, he'll say, "Squeak, serpent dagger." Yeah, that's right. he knows. Anyway, so what we want to do this episode is basically get some tools ready, because as I said earlier, I have almost nothing in the way of tools. A wooden axe, quartz pickaxe, a knife, which coincidentally is what you use to make the compost here, so it's not exactly a great weapon, and a shovel made of iron. I guess I'll use the sword instead until it breaks, but this one doesn't break, so that's nice. Anyway, I think I want to get into Tinker's Construct this episode. I did at one point earlier in in my life use Tinker's Construct, but I've sort of not really done it before, so it'll be a new experience, kind of. I mean, I do know exactly how it works. I've watched enough YouTube videos to see everyone using it all the time, but still, that doesn't mean I can't join the masses. But yeah, I think from here we need to get started on the Tinker's Construct stuff, and that means getting a smeltery probably, because really you can't make much of anything without smeltery. Although as I'm saying that, come to think of it, I have gathered up some topaz and ruby and stuff. Maybe not topaz. Oh yeah, topaz, good. And rubies, and that can actually be made into tools without using smeltery, so we might try that. Although I have another use for it that might be better, so I don't know if I want to waste the rubies. I think I've still got other stuff though that I can use instead, so might as well try it. Anyway, I think I'll get started with a couple things like that, do some mining. Made this backpack, so mining should be a little bit easier, and hopefully we'll be able to get some of that done. Okay, I have done some mining, gotten some stuff, and now I want to... I can't do that shift-click thing with those crafting tables. Yeah, okay, so I need gravel. Got some of that from the mining trip too. I want to try and make a smeltery now. Okay, so we have 56 of that, and then we can put that into a furnace. And not enough inventory spaces to split it. Convenient. That can go back. Good, good. And if we do that, then we have a nice even split for the furnaces. Anyway, I think I also want to try and set up an ore doubling plant. So I want to take what we have in the metal department that we just gathered, and maybe using thermal expansion again, because that's one of my favorites, just to pulverize it and then smelt it. That's not a smelter, but you know. Although, let's see, is Ender IO cheaper? Ender IO, okay. We have a Sterling generator, Alley smelter. Although I guess the smelting doesn't have to be done by anything other than a furnace. I think this might be cheaper, actually. I don't know. I'll just try the Ender IO one since last time we did thermal expansion. And poink. The smallest smeltery ever. Woohoo. Okay. So from here, give me that. I am smelting up some more, so it won't be quite as small as that, but I do still need to expand it, although I probably won't right now. I want a casting basin here, and I also want to put a couple more bricks on top, because obviously it's in pretty dire need of more bricks. Although, to be honest, the fact that I've built it that small probably means that I'm building it inefficiently using the bricks. Still, it doesn't matter for the moment. I can always just rearrange things. Anyway, I want to... Oh yeah, I need to go get some lava. That's it. And then we can actually start trying to make some metal pickaxes and stuff. So right now I'm currently cooking up a bunch of cobblestone. A cool thing you can do with this, if you're not cooking up so much that the despawn time is going to take into effect, is that you can toss the stuff, and I'm trapped. Help! Okay, I think I'll use my cheaty teleport to get out of that. I've realized that that's on, that you can teleport with the waypoint map. I'm not sure if I'm going to be using it at all. Probably not, because I've got a lot of cool ways of teleportation in this mod pack, and I don't want to render them obsolete, so I'll probably not be using that too much. But anyway, I was saying something about this. If despawn time is not a problem, then you can toss a whole bunch of stuff into the top, and as you get space, People are just dying left, right, and center. I mean, a couple of them might have been my fault, but you know. Anyway, as the stuff finishes, then it will gradually just it'll just get more from the stuff from the items that are already packed in there. So that works out pretty well. Aw, so close. Still a little bit left though. Anyway, I am finding though that I'm running out of cobblestone, and that's not really something that you would think would be a problem, but it is. It actually is getting to be quite a problem. So I think what we're going to try and do is make an igneous extruder. And that's made from glass. I think, yeah, just normal glass, doesn't have to be quite clear glass. And piston, machine frame, invar gear. Oh, that's gonna be a little bit tricky. Still, we have the smeltery now, we can do that. And that. So I'm going to try and make that, because we definitely do need a lot of cobblestone. And apparently that is not as easy to get as I would have thought. So, apparently I got things wrong, and you can't smelt iron and nickel down into invar using the smeltery. Now that's a little bit of an inconvenience, because I'm not sure if we can do this now, because obviously we can't do the invar gears in the smeltery, so how are we gonna do them then? I guess an induction smelter, or whatever the equivalent of Ender IO's induction smelter is. Alloy smelter. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, that stuff 7, right? Yeah, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, plus some iron bars. That's a lot of iron. So maybe we'll go with the induction smelter. That would only be... oh, but that takes invar too. Huh. How do I get it then? Oh yeah, I remember. You need the pulverizer first. The pulverizer is that. So I can do that. Okay. I'll get that done then. We are on our last 4 cobblestone though. Not that that's a big problem, but I don't want to go bother mining some more. So, yeah. Hopefully I don't have to. So, we will have the pulverizer in just a moment, but we also need some form of power generation. Oh. Pushing all kinds of things. Okay. So I was thinking the culinary generator. Now, we don't. It may seem like we don't have a lot of food, but the thing is, we don't have a lot of food that we can eat. We have plenty of food, and plenty of access to food. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to get so much stuff that we can eat. So we do actually have quite a lot of food. We just, like I said, can't eat most of it. So we can still stick that stuff in the culinary generator. And what it takes is a furnace generator, which is just a furnace. Oh, now I'm out of cobble. Aw. Well, I guess I'll do a little bit of mining then. So we need a furnace, although I guess I had 4. And from the furnace we need to give it a machine frame, which is still manageable. Anyway, it's all pretty easy to make, but basically we can run ourselves off food, even if we can't eat the food. And here we go. So I think I'll put this. I don't know. We don't really have anywhere to put anything, to be honest. But I guess I'll just put some stuff back here, maybe? Like I said, we don't have anywhere to put anything, so it's a little bit of a problem. Maybe I'll move some of this stuff around and put it here. And poink. Okay, so all this talk of food just reminded me that something wonderful has happened. Over here, these omelets are not eaten recently, which means we are starting to reset our foods. So the foods that we ate at the start, like the melons and the omelets, are going to be things that we can eat again. See, cooked mutton, we definitely ate some of that. And let's see, cooked chicken was also eaten, not eaten recently. And cooked beef, I don't think we have any of that. But the point is, we are starting to regenerate our food. It's starting to become nutritious again. And we definitely ate that 3 times over a little while ago. Anyway, that's pretty good. So we're going to be able to start eating stuff we already ate pretty soon. Yes, finally, the igneous extruder. Great. So now we can actually take this and charge it up like we did over there, or like we did with this one. And if we put some lava in and some water, let me go get some water. Scoop. And I will use the cheaty teleport just for quickness sake, so that you don't have to watch me walking up. And if we put these in here, let's see. Yeah, it's pulverizing them. So we may need to change the output here. Yeah. So now if we put a chest on top, pop, pop, and like that, this will fill up with cobble. Well, I guess it won't, because now it will. Okay. So that is actually going to be a surprisingly big help, because now I don't have to scrape and save to just do this. I can just toss that stuff in, and we'll be getting seared brick for days. On top of that, my stone gun is now not quite so expensive to use, because it actually was kind of expensive to do that, and now I can just shoot stuff into the air. It's glorious. Okay, so having let this run for quite some time, we are now officially ready to change it to a bigger smeltery, because the space usage of this one is not anywhere near as efficient as we want it to be. We're using 4 seared bricks to get 1 extra spot in the smeltery, and if we make it 3 by 3, we'll be using 12 seared bricks to get 9 extra slots, and that's pretty good. I think I'm losing some off the edge though. Uh-oh. Anyway, so okay, I've lost my train of thought. Anyway, the point is we're building a bigger one. Huh. Pause is looking at me a little funny down there. So we have a smeltery setup now. I've fixed it, I've made it a little bit bigger, and we should be getting a pretty good efficiency out of it now. So I'm going to try and toss some cobblestone in it and see what goes on. See, with the previous setup that we had, with that 1 by 1 center, we could only fit about 6 or so blocks in here, and now we can fit 6 times 3 blocks in there, which is 18. Yes, I know. So that ought to be smelting down the cobblestone that we had quite a lot more quickly. I also found some lava, so put that in. There we go. And it's a little too full for that last one. Okay. Also, I made a bonfire. It's been here for a little while, actually, but I might as well just show it on camera. That was not expensive or anything, but it does look pretty cool. Of course, it doesn't even begin to compensate for how ugly the rest of the place looks. But still, oh well. Can I put this in now? Nah, okay. I'll just wait for a little while. Aha, so now we have a speedy, massive, industrial, any other words? Nah, okay. Speedy, massive, industrial smeltery. And with it we can, we can waste our stone bricks, or seared bricks. Anyway, So with it, we are actually making the seared stone very, very quickly, which is extraordinarily helpful because, oh, that's not how you do it, because this way we can actually make a large smeltery, and that is going to be useful in the future. You can see the level of cobblestone rise as I put another layer on. It's kind of cool. This stuff is actually really cheap once you've got the smeltery in the first place, so that's yeah, that's quite nice. You can just use the smeltery to melt down cobblestone and get more of it, so pretty good there. I think we can probably put this lava in now. Yep. I suppose it does use up quite a lot of lava, but honestly that's not too difficult to get, really, because we can just go down into the mines down there and get a bucket of lava from some lake or something. So now I want to turn my attention to tools, because the ones we have, as I have previously stated, are not up to scratch. So what I'm going to do is make my tools out of electrum, because I don't have cobalt, and electrum actually has the same mining speed as cobalt, just a much lower durability. So, there we go. It is forming. I was worried that it would do the same thing as the nickel and the iron, trying to make invar, but thankfully no. Okay, so we need a pickaxe head. So let's get a pickaxe head. Now the way we do this is we put a stencil of the right type. That's a key part. Apparently I can't access that. Yeah, a stencil of the right type in there, and then we make it using the material, and that gets us the pickaxe head. Then we can go over here and dump some molten clay on it, and it will make a pickaxe head cast. Now, this cast, I'm not sure whether it lasts more than one use, because it's just clay, so there might be some catch to the fact that it is, to go with the fact that it is just clay. Yeah, you don't get it back. Okay, fair enough. So now we have our pickaxe head, and I am going to make the binding out of paper, because that's what you do. No, because the binding doesn't affect mining speed or durability, and it does give you extra modifiers. Now, extra modifiers aren't actually all that important right now, because we do have Tinker Progression or whatever it is installed, so that means that basically if you use the tool, it levels up and gets you extra modifiers. Still though, it is nice to have some that you can choose from. So, let's give ourselves some... Okay, whoa. Huh. Material value... Material cost 1. Wow. Okay, so I need 4 pieces of paper. That's a bit more than I was expecting. Time to farm. Okay. There we go. So we do have plenty of paper. I would think so, because I have been farming those things. There we go. And the tool rod now. What should we make the tool rod out of? So we need a lot of extra durability, because electrum is absolutely horrible for durability. See, durability 50, and then say bronze is 430. So if we oh wait, hold on. Ooh. So we'll need to upgrade this thing so that it can mine stuff other than just the iron, because that's not going to work. So durability, how suitable? Total. Okay. So that affects durability as well. So durability is 70 for the tool rod, and let's see, 70 seems to be pretty good actually. So we might go with a bronze one. Yeah, that seems like a pretty good idea. Oh, hitting an enemy in a hot or cold environment will chill or burn them. Nah, I don't really need that. Okay, yeah, we'll make it out of bronze. So, we now have a bronze tool rod, an electrum pickaxe head, and a paper binding. So let's put that together in the part builder. No, in the tool station. And I think it goes like that. Yep. So this will give me shocking and writable. Now, writable is extra modifiers, and shocking is if I run around, it'll charge up my pickaxe with something, and then when I hit something with it, it'll discharge it onto the enemy. I think that's the idea. So we have 2 modifiers. That's not so good. And 142 durability. Not even as much as the iron pickaxe. So we definitely need to cater to the durability needs of this thing. And I think what we're going to do is there is a I think upgrade. I think it's called upgrade maybe. And or maybe it's the okay, yeah, these sharpening kits. So we need to make something here. I think the obsidian one maybe? Mining low. Yeah, okay. So this this will allow us to upgrade our mining level. But in order to reinforce this thing, we need this. And that is some cast with obsidian around it. And we don't have obsidian. So, in order to mine obsidian, we need that other one first. So we'll get that first, and then we'll reinforce it, I think. And from there, we can rely on upgrades, I think. Probably, just the average ones. But, unfortunately, that's going to have to wait for another episode. Whoa. Oh, so that means it's charged up. Okay. Anyway, so that might get annoying. So before I go, though, I'm going to just quickly test this out. Also, I sort of want to punch something with this. Oh, it's Exuma. He'll be a worthy target. Go over here. There we go. So he's got a fair few hearts left. And that did quite a lot. Okay. Sorry, Exuma. So, let's go take a look down in the mines and see how quick this pickaxe is. It ought to be pretty good. Yeah, that's definitely quite good. Ooh. And we're charged again. Nice. So, the problem with this pick, like I said before, is that it does have a pathetic durability. And looks like I'm lagging. Well, a pleasant way to say goodbye, I suppose. So, yeah, we'll fix the durability at some point, but unfortunately, that's about all the time I have for today, so hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I shall see you in the next one. Oh, and we survived the lag spike. Nice. Those things are kind of bad. I'm still yet to figure out why they're actually happening. Anyway, take care. Bye-bye.